So today I'm going to show you how to play Flaming Moe's from The Simpsons, and since requested the most in English, I'm going to do it in English. So, let's get started. Okay, so you know me, I'm constantly experimenting, and let's try something new. I'm going to play the middle part slowly, and when we get to an element that is different than the basic rhythm pattern, the video will pause and I will explain it in detail. So, come on. So if I had to divide the piece in three parts, I would say it consists from the intro, the one in between, and the outro. So let's see the intro. The left hand only alternates between three octaves: the C octave, the G octave, and the F octave. And now I'm just going to show you a sample of what it should look like. So what the right hand does is that it builds up an inverted C major up to the top G, and then the top two sounds come down in a pair until they reach the normal G major. So it should look something like this. So again. So with the left hand. So when the left hand shifts from C to G, you can see that the left and the right hand are alternating between making the sound, so it's so this is how the right hand steps down. So again. And now to repeat, the left hand does exactly the same. No, that's not true. It does almost the same. So it goes back to C, but then it shifts down to F. So the left hand only. So the left hand only. And the right hand, after coming down to the G major, it converts to another C major, an inverted C major, which starts with the E. So, to this. So from this, it comes down to the inverted C major. So with the left hand and the right hand, you get the full C major scale. So after converting from the G major to the inverted C major, you do the same as you did with the first time. You just build up the inverted C major note by note up to the top E. Then you go back to the original G major, but this time the left hand shifts to the F octave. So you have this. this time the right hand, well, virtually does the same, but since you start from the normal G major, you don't have any other choice than to descend into the major itself. So you start out with this, then this, then this. So with both hands it should look something like this. Well, yeah, either you can use the G octave or the F octave, depends on taste. I don't think it matters that much, so it's either or it's I think the original uses the F octave. And once you know the intro, you pretty much know the outro as well. So now we just have to learn the part in between, which pretty much just keeps one rhythm all along, with a few exceptions where certain elements like a small build-up, they discontinue that pattern, but all along you'll just need basically this rhythm structure. So I'm just showing you on an example G major. So this is the rhythm you're going for, you're aiming for, and this goes all along the middle part. So in the very beginning we have an element. While shifting from this inverted C major to this F major, which would look like this in the normal case, with the F major you don't spell out the thing at the beginning. So you have this, and then you leave your thumb on the G for the first beat, and then you move it to the F. So it looks like this. So it's just a musical trick to set up temporary tension, which you can almost immediately relieve afterwards. And here we have a build-up, but it's not the classical build-up. It uses the G, the C, and the D. So and under the build-up there is no left-hand action. And here what you see is from the inverted G major we shift down to the F major just as before, and the next note we lift the left hand's octave with a half note, and we adjust the first note of this major, rendering it a minor, along with the octave. So, and we continue doing this. Okay, so it's the F major, the modified minor, the G major, the modified minor. This is how we go. So the first two are within the normal tempo, and the second two come immediately after each other. So yet again we see the same trick, creating tension to relieve it afterwards. So we have this inverted D minor with the right hand, and of course we have it followed by the D octave in the left hand, and so we create tension now by shifting with the left hand from the D to the G octave, but leaving the right hand still playing the inverted D minor, and only after the first two beats do we shift to the inverted G major. So you know, you could play it the normal way, but this way it gives that kind of feeling that makes you actually pay attention to the music. So here we have a sudden shift. So this G major just connects this and this. So here we had another build-up, just like we did before. So after this, we play three majors and minors in a sequence. Those being inverted F major, accompanied by the F octave, inverted D minor, accompanied by the D octave. Notice how the difference at the right hand is only the movement of the middle finger. And after this comes the G major, the original G major. So we play these three after each other. And after hitting the G major, you just build up the first two notes. So and then you transfer back to the very first sound of the intro itself. Okay, so the outro is pretty much the same as the intro up to the very point that you have this full C major scale. So you start out with the inverted C major, just as with the intro. So inverted major, you build up, you come down, and you have the full C major scale. And from this point, after sounding the scale, you hit the E key, only the E key. And after doing so, your left hand sounds a note to every beat, so it goes like this. So it's G, F, C. And what the right hand does is that after hitting the E key, it converts to an inverted G major, leaving the middle finger in its place and shifting the remaining two to the left. So and then it's just like you want to return to the original modified C major, but your thumb goes one up. So you play this. So far it's and after this you just return to the original modified C major. So the right hand looks like this. And with the left hand, so the intro in its complete glory. So this is what it takes to play the very famous flaming mouse from The Simpsons. In theory, the slow and captioned walkthrough of the middle part and the intro and the outro and the detailed explanation of the elements in between, this should be enough for you to play it, but if you have any questions, just let me know in comments. Hey, thanks and good luck.